Hey travelers, welcome to Dharamshala Part 2, the ultimate travel guide series where we take you on a journey through the attractive beauty and hidden gems of Dharamshala. Make sure to watch till the end to discover places you'll absolutely want to add to your bucket list. Well, let's dive right in. The first one is Triund, the crown jewel of Dharamshala. Located at the foot of the Dhauladhar mountain range, the Triund is a charming hill station in the Kangra district of Himachal Pradesh, 8 km from mcleodganj and 13 km from Dharamshala, contribute as a popular trekking destination. This place is often referred to as the crown jewel of Dharamshala due to the extraordinary view of the Dhauladhar mountains on one side and the Kangra valley on the other, making it one of the most popular trekking spots in India. At this point, a well-defined trek route offers approximately 8 km long way through the forest of oak, deodar and rhododendron trees, starting from mcleodganj or Dharamkot with upslopes and steep climbs. Particularly in the final kilometer known as the 22 curves. Overall, this is a place where you can spot spectacular views of the snow-capped Dhauladhar range and the expansive Kangra valley with a marvelous camping and trekking experience. Travel tips. The trek is usually closed in January and February due to heavy snowfall, so plan according to this. Always carry a first aid kit to prevent any uncomfortable situation. If you plan an overnight stay, book the Himachal Pradesh Forest Department guest house in advance. The next one is about a waterfall that is connected to a hidden mythology. Situated on the main road that connects mcleodganj and Dharamshala, the BhagsuNag waterfall lies at the base of the Dhauladhar valley, which is approximately 3 km from Dharamshala and 2 km from mcleodganj. Talking about its history, this place is surrounded by rich mythology and history including King Bhagsu, who after stealing the water from the sacred Nagda lake received pardon by the snake god Nagdevta. Also, the nearby BhagsuNag Temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva, which is also a significant pilgrimage site. Although the BhagsuNag waterfall is a natural wonder, the nearby BhagsuNag Temple is packed with traditional Himachali architecture, adding a spiritual spot near the waterfalls. These are the reasons that it attracts numerous devotees and tourists throughout the world. Travel tips. If you plan your visit during the monsoon, then be cautious as the trek can be slippery and dangerous. If you're an old person, then it is advisable to avoid this trek as it may be tiring. The same thing is also applicable for children. So, plan accordingly. The water of the BhagsuNag waterfall is very cold, so always keep that in mind. The next one is about a fort that takes us to the days of the ancient era. Located in the Kangra district 20 km away from Dharamshala, the Kangra Fort holds a strategic location on a small hill between the Manchi and the Banganga rivers of the Dhauladhar range of the Himalayas. Popularly known as Nagarkot and Kot Kangra, the Kangra Fort bears an ancient construction history as the royal Rajput family of the Kangra built this possibly as early as the 4th century BC. But later, the Mughals, the Sikhs and the British modified and expanded this fort for their own sake. As a result, today Kangra Fort is one of India's oldest forts and the largest fort in the Himalayas that tolerated nearly 50 attacks throughout its grand history. In addition to this, the Kangra Fort shows a blend of architectural styles from various periods, including 11 gates, 23 bastions and some notable structures. Today, it is a protected monument under the Archaeological Survey of India, that is ASI. In conclusion, this fort provides captivating views of the surrounding Dhauladhar mountains along with the ancient temples, palaces and courtyards inside the fort complex that whisper the tales of its glorious past and its builders. Travel tips. Always wear comfortable shoes as exploring this fort involves climbing steep paths and stairs. Carry some food and water as there is a limited supply of these. Hire a local guide to gain enough insight into the fort's history and architecture. Now it's time to move on to a peaceful area where the ancient British troops offered their prayer to their god. On the way to mcleodganj, St. John in the Wilderness Church is fixed in the middle of the Dhauladhar forest of Forsythganj. Talking about its construction history, this church takes us to 1852, when the Britishers built it to serve as a place of worship for British troops in the area. Additionally, this church contains a rich neo-Gothic architectural style decorated with rustic stone woodwork, frescoes and special stained glass windows that were received as a gift from the wife of Lord Elgin. Therefore, St. John in the Wilderness Church allows you to explore its history, architectural beauty and peaceful environment with the surrounding Dhauladhar forest, attracting millions of people from all backgrounds. Travel tips. Always follow the instructions on the board as it is a sacred religious site. In winter, the occasional snowfall happens, so plan your trip according to this. Wear comfortable clothes and suitable footwear for walking. At number 5, there's a war memorial that reminds the memory of real heroes. Situated in the Kangra Valley of Himachal Pradesh, the war memorial was entirely built in 1977 to immortalize the soldierly deeds of the brave soldiers from Himachal Pradesh, who sacrificed their lives defending India during various wars and peacekeeping missions, including the 1947-48 and the 1965 India-Pakistan wars, the 1962 India-China War and the 1999 Kargil War. Talking about its structure is a special one, as it contains 3 curved black marble walls inscribed with the names of the martyred soldiers. Also, the curved shape of the rising walls from a circular pool with a central bowl and 21 water jets symbolize the 3 wings of the armed forces, while on the other hand, the curved shape signifies the forward movement of the human and national life. In addition to this, the beds of pink, red and white roses around the wall represent the stages of life such as childhood, youth and old age. Moreover, the special features include here an arm with a mural on one of the walls that represents the efforts of our heroes to keep the flame burning high, and also the site of the Gorkha Gallery. Overall, this is a place of strong reflections of dedicated patriotism with an educational site about the sacrifices of our Jawans, the real heroes. Travel tips. Try to visit here early in the morning or late afternoon for tranquil surroundings. The next one is the Kareri Lake. Located in the Kangra district of Himachal Pradesh, the Kareri Lake is on the southern side of the Dhauladhar range and is a high-altitude freshwater lake that has sources from the melting snow of the Dhauladhar range, and its outflow is the Nayan stream. Talking about its specialty, this lake is renowned for its crystal clear waters and is also one of the 7 sacred high-elevation lakes in the Dhauladhar range, dedicated to Lord Shiva. In addition, there is a temple of Lord Shiva and Shakti that makes the surroundings spiritually attractive. Similarly, there are some Gaddi villages, that is stone huts, for Gaddi shepherds to graze their animals that are sited around the lake. Overall, the Kareri Lake serves as a natural environment perfect for camping and bird watching, and also acts as some starting points for treks to other high-altitude lakes and passes in the Dhauladhar range, such as the Minkiani Pass and the 7-Lake Trek. Travel tips. Always wear perfect footwear specially designed for trekking. Always carry sufficient water and dry food, and a first aid kit is definitely essential. Hiring a local guide is recommended for a safe and informative trek. On number 7, there is a temple that is the residence of the 14th Dalai Lama. Located at mcleodganj, the Tsuglagkhang Temple is renowned as the Dalai Lama Temple Complex, which was built after the Dalai Lama's exile from Tibet in 1959 and now acts as the official residence of the 14th Dalai Lama. It is a significant religious center for the Tibetan Buddhism, where several key structures like a 3-meter-tall bronze statue of Shakyamuni Buddha, coupled with statues like Padmasambhava and Avalokiteshvara, are fixed here. Besides, there is a monastery for monks, a Tibet museum and the Kal Chakra temple, which includes 722 deities of the mandala. As a result, this place is also a perfect spot to uncover the secrets of Tibetan Buddhism, the local Tibetan community, and meditation for inner peace and calmness. Travel tips. The timings of this place varies from April to October, 5 am to 8 pm, November to March, 6 am to 6 pm, and the museum will open from 9 am to 5 pm, closed on Mondays. Wear a modest dress, as it is a sacred site. Photography is allowed here when there are no teachings in progress. The next one is about one of the Shakti Peeths in India. Yes, in the Shivalik range of the Kangra Valley, the Jwala Devi Temple, known as Jwala Ji, the goddess of light, temple is one of the Shakti Peeths dedicated to the Hindu goddess Jwala Devi. It is believed that the tongue of goddess Sati fell here when Lord Vishnu divided her lifeless body with his Sudarshan Chakra to cool down Shiva. Though the temple has no idol, instead a series of natural flames emerge from cracks in the rocks without any known fuel source. Talking about its construction, it is said that Raja Bhumichand built this temple and later the Pandavas remodified it. But according to another story, a cow had discovered the holy flames when he noticed a mysterious girl drinking milk from his cow and disappeared in a flash. Also, the Mughal Emperor Akbar attempted to put out the flame but failed, which made it even more mysterious. Talking about its architectural details, this temple contains the eternal flames which are the center focus of worship. And around it, there are some other deities enhancing the spiritual atmosphere of this place. Overall, this is a place where you can feel the profound spirituality along with the captivating natural surroundings, creating an extremely mystical atmosphere. Travel tips. The best time to visit here is during the Navratri, a religious festival. The temple organizes 5 daily aartis such as Mangal Aarti, early morning, that is from 5 am to 6 am in summer and 6 am to 7 am in winters. Bhog Aarti, that is in noon, from 11:30 am to 12:30 pm, and evening Aarti, evening from 7 pm to 8 pm in summer and 6 pm to 7 pm in winters. And finally, the Shayan Aarti, at night from 9:30 pm to 10 pm in summer and 8:30 pm to 9 pm in winters. Always wear modest clothes as a sign of respect.